That day I was home, I was asleep, it was my day off. My son came in and told me that a plane had crashed into the tower, the World Trade Center.
Actually, I was a new medic when that went down, and it was pretty intimidating because I'd seen it like everybody else on the news.
And we both said the same thing. Boy, that's gonna be some fire to fight that high.
I called my battalion, spoke to my lieutenant. His words to me were, we're probably at war, get in any way you can.
They had lost 9 guys. 9 guys, our local firehouse. The same fire guys that were my heroes 11 years earlier.
The firemen that I worked with in 16 and 7 on East 29th Street, we had lost the entire truck company.
It's a wall falling down. Whenever I see the planes crash into the tower, I see that. This is beginning to bother me. This is beginning to bother me.
The men of 9/11 were men who did what men are supposed to do in the face of danger. They were men who went forward instead of pulling back. Men who took the initiative instead and were not passive. Men who stepped up. A columnist from the Wall Street Journal wrote about these men. Men are back, the columnist wrote. Masculine men.
Men who charge up the stairs in 100 pounds of gear and tell everyone else where to go to be safe. Men who are welders, who do construction. Men who are cops and firemen. They are, all of them, one way or another, the men who put out the fire.
I thought about, what am I going to do? Everyone's going to look up to me. I'm the paramedic. I've been trained in pre-hospital care. They're going to look at me and wonder and ask me questions and wonder, what am I going to do for them?
The difference between a trained firefighter in that situation and a civilian is the civilian may still do something heroic as people would look at it. The firefighter, we view it as our job. So regardless of what's taking place, we've been trained to be in dangerous situations. We are confident that our training will actually get us through.
I don't run from things. I don't. I'd rather face it and have you think the worst of me than think I couldn't face what I was supposed to face.
Until I started working for the fire department, I never thought I'd find something that I was meant to do. And I feel meant to do this.
You don't think of it at the time. It's just part of it's training, okay? And part of it's just an idea that this is what I gotta do. I gotta, not that I can make a difference, I'm gonna change the world or whatever, but I can change this scene. I can do something about this right now.
What we call courage or bravery, or it's you're still nervous, you're still apprehensive, but you do it anyway.
We're experiencing a new respect for old-fashioned masculinity, a new respect for physical courage, for strength, for a willingness to use both for the good of others.
When we talk about heroes, and typically that's always discussed, I don't think anybody who's currently working that was down at 9/11 in any capacity views themselves in anything of that light. The heroes are the ones that didn't actually come home. We were just doing our job.
If somebody's not going to take charge, I will. I mean, I don't know why, but I've always thought that maybe there's something that clicks that, not maybe we're taught, maybe just something that you inherited from a long line of people that, however, it's just that, okay, I can do this. I got this. We got this,
You don't have to be a fireman to be one of the manly men of September 11th. Those businessmen on Flight 93, which was supposed to hit Washington. The businessmen who found out what was happening to their country, said goodbye to the people they loved, snapped the cell phone shut and said, let's roll. Those were tough men. The ones who forced that plane down in Pennsylvania. They were tough, brave guys.
And of course, that selfless attitude that comes with the job. They did what they could. They went in, guns a-blazing.
Something that you learn from day one when you come to the firehouse is you have to step up. You have to take responsibility. Become selfless, not selfish.
It's about the guy laying there, or this woman that's having a baby, or this, or that, or the other thing. It's about that. It's not about you. If you got an ego in this business, swallow it. Not gonna do you any good. You can be a hero afterwards.
There is a legacy on this job, which I think really feeds into and speaks to manhood. You don't want to let your sibling, your relative, your father, your grandfather that went before you and did the job down. And I think that is going to be where the United States is going to draw the future from. Those men and women who step up, who want to do something great, and who want to make this country great.
It's hard to be a man.
The columnist wrote.
I'm certain of it. To be a man in this world is not easy. Good men suck it up and remain good-natured, constructive,
And helpful. Men don't run from the battle, they run toward it. They don't back down, they take initiative. They step up.